Vice News has some interesting reporting on the overregulation in China, and it really highlights out-and-out social authoritarianism. So they say the following, quote, "The Ministry of Culture has announced that from January 1st next year, every song released by a Chinese download or stream service is to be reviewed and censored if deemed inappropriate. All songs that have, quote, poor taste and vulgar content will be banned." Now, you want to talk about government that is far too big and way too involved in your personal life. I think we found it. So to give you some examples, this includes Katy Perry's song Last Friday Night. And the reason is it alludes to threesomes. It includes 6 songs from Lady Gaga's album Born This Way, plus Simple Plan's You Suck at Love, which features the phrase awesome fuck. That's too much. Censor it, ban it. All content, they say, quote, "all content that promotes sex, violence, or crime or harms public morality is banned." All right, that's adorable because right there, all entertainment in the U.S. gone. I mean, think about it. Sex, violence, or crime. I mean, Scarface gone, Goodfellas gone. These are classics that we're talking about here. Titanic, there's sex in Titanic, gone. Violence, virtually everything is violent. Fucking Rambo, Rocky, anything. All of Hollywood, dismissed. You know, you could even stretch it to just using, I guess, bad language. That might count as well. Must go away. Me? Actually, it's funny because there was somebody who listened to the show who told me when it happened that, oh, congratulations, you got on the banned list in China. Now I have to, get your show via whatever they have to do on their computer in order to get it. But I got on the banned list in China. Isn't that amazing, man? They get involved in everything, No. When it comes to social freedoms, I'm an extremist, and I'm proud of it. It's kind of like when Chris Christie used the term civil liberties extremist, and we laughed at him and we mocked him. Yeah, because it's not like there's a middle ground. Either you believe in civil liberties or you don't. Well, it's the same thing with this, with social freedoms. Do you believe in them or do you not believe in them? Here we have the Chinese government saying, clearly, of course we don't believe in them. Anything violent, any porn, gone! Guys, living without porn is only going to make people way more violent. There's a reason why art gets a pass. It ain't real. So when I play a first-person shooter video game, I don't wake up the next day going, I have an insatiable bloodlust, I must shoot people in the face. No, I eat a sandwich and I go about my day. There's no connection. Any connection you're making up. It's the same as when people say porn will lead to an increase in sex crimes. But it doesn't. If anything, the evidence says the opposite. They say authorities are also cracking down on sites that offer porn and gambling. We crack down on gambling as well in the U.S., so we have something in common there for sure. And earlier this month, media outlets across the country were reminded that they exist to promote the Communist Party and will be reprimanded for failing to adhere to this vision. That's so sad. They've taken what the purpose of media is and flipped it. They're like, being adversarial to the government to try to implement change and represent the people and give people facts and data about what their government is doing in their name. Like, no, you're just a propaganda arm. And if you don't do that, we're going to crack down on you. Great. Well, you letting us know you're a tyranny. And finally, I'll leave you with this. A Chinese dissenter complained about this online, and he made a really good point. He said, quote, "Why doesn't the Ministry of Culture go and regulate food and drugs?" And of course, he's alluding to the fact, like, there was the rat meat scandal recently in China, which is like they were selling rat meat as if it was other meat. He's like, where the fuck was your regulation there, bitch? We needed it there. We need you to regulate and do your job to protect us from fucked up drugs and bad food. But China does the opposite. They're like, well, that area, we're not gonna regulate at all. You get what you get. Oh, you ate a rat. Whatevs, dude. But everything in your personal life, porn, movies, video games, oh no, we gotta crack down. Don't be surprised when your population is really pissed off at you and they revolt, because it's gonna happen eventually.